All right. So with that, I do want to officially welcome in our Facebook audience. Of course, we have an audience here on the Zoom presentation as well. We're getting started here a couple of seconds late. I apologize for that. We had a couple of other Zooms going on, but I am excited to be here. We have incredible things happening with our company, record sales. The company spread to 63 countries. We are a travel company, and we doubled in size during the global pandemic. I mean, that alone should be like, hold on, wait a minute. Wouldn't a pandemic be the kryptonite of a travel company? I mean, wouldn't the pandemic be the thing that brings a travel company to its very knees? I mean, there are a lot of companies that weren't even in travel. Again, they were not in travel, and multinational conglomerates. I mean, some of them went out of business during the pandemic. I mean, it was rough. I mean, you know, obviously a lot of supply chain cycles and things like that, I mean, got messed up, and some businesses that were huge went down. And you think if anybody was going to go down during a pandemic, it'd be a travel company, but we didn't. In fact, we doubled in size. And so that alone, be like, man, how do you grow a travel company during a pandemic? I'm going to show that to you, that, you know, we got that secret sauce. You know, I don't know what you're putting on the chicken, but people are lining up to get it, right? We got that secret sauce. And I'm going to show you the secret sauce because we're doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. And that's one of the reasons the company is growing so fast. That's one of the reasons that people are fired up. That's why, you know, Danny's meeting with people right now. I'm late. I was on a Zoom. We got people, you know, coming, flooding in because of what we're doing. I'm grabbing my PowerPoint right now. I'm going to upload that for you guys. We're going to walk you through the information. I'm going to do this as shortly and succinctly as possible. I know that you got families, you got things you might want to be doing tonight, but I'm going to show you something that's pretty incredible, something that's going to blow you away, something that if you catch the vision, like so many other people have done, this is something that can absolutely transform your life. My wife, by the way, was an executive with the Kohl's department store. Many of you probably have been to a Kohl's department store before, and she had a significant six-figure income. Well, our travel business, I mean, it spread all over the world, even during the pandemic. And she saw, you know, this business was making so much money. She went to her boss and said, hey, look, I know I got a great job. I know I got a significant six-figure income. I know I've been here 20 years, but I can't afford to work here anymore. And she quit. And all we've done this year is travel. We've been so many different places. We were 3.5 weeks in Europe. We just got back from obviously Cancun. We were at the Reno Air Races the week before that. We've been to Zion National Park this year. We've been to Louisville, Kentucky twice this year. We are going to Las Vegas in a private jet, by the way. On Monday, we're leaving for Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be there all week. We come back. We're going to North Dakota, watch our nephew. He plays college football at senior day. We're going to be there with my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, hanging out for the week. We come back. Now we're supposed to go to Dubai. Next month, we're supposed to go to Hawaii. And again, I mean, this is obviously because our travel business has exploded because we're showing people how they can travel for less. We're showing people how they can travel for free. How's that possible? Because we let you earn your travel. I'm going to show that to you in a moment. You can earn your travel. And when you think about that for a moment, when you consider that travel, single largest industry in the world, travel is the one thing that people dream about doing. I mean, you could do your own market research today or tomorrow. I mean, go out and ask 100 people. If you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? Number one answer, I travel. If you ask people about their bucket list, what's on your bucket list? Now, remember, the bucket list. This is the before I die. 3 important words. Before I die, here are the things I want to do in life. So these are your dreams. And if you ask people about their bucket list, man, they're going to say, man, I want to go see the pyramids of Egypt. I want to do, I mean, they got about a half a dozen to a dozen travel related items on that bucket list. This is the stuff of dreams. So then you can ask them, well, how come you haven't done that stuff? Well, it's expensive. I don't have the money. And so when you consider that literally 7 billion people on the planet all have the same desires and dreams, they all want to go places and do things. The only reason they have not done those things is I don't have the money. And here comes a company that says, you know what? We're going to let you join our company so that you can earn the money to go on the trip. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to forget about it. You just keep doing what you're doing, but you can come on board with us part-time, spare time, kind of do some things in the flexible hours of your day, tell people how they can join our travel club. They can book at the travel agent rate. That's going to save you a bloody fortune. In fact, I want to get my buddy Jeff and Heather Trayfoot on here if I can. I wonder if I can call them and get them to get on the Zoom tonight. Because when you get to hear their story, I mean, they literally just got back from San Diego. And Jeff was talking about a buddy of his that went there. In fact, I'm looking to see if they're on here. Heather is on here. What are the odds? What are the odds? You guys are on here. Hold on. I'm making you guys panelists right now. Hold on, Jeff. I'm going to grab you, grab Heather. Well, I was getting ready to call you to see if I could get you on. And by the way, Dean, I see you out there. I saw you call, but I was on that Zoom when you called me, Dean. I was not ignoring you. I literally just got off. I just made it here. So, Dean, I will be calling you when I get off this thing. Sorry about that, buddy. I saw you calling, but I was on a Zoom with a bunch of people. All right, so I just got Jeff and Heather on here. So, Jeff, Heather, welcome to the Zoom. There she is. Fresh back from San Diego. You guys look relaxed.
Good to be on, buddy.
So I was just telling people, obviously, and I'm getting ready to do the slides for everybody out there, but people join our membership. And when they join our membership, they get to book at the travel agent rate. Okay. And obviously we earn these points every single month. Those points accumulate. You can turn those points in for unbelievable vacations. I was just in Cancun. We were there 5 days. There's like 9 restaurants there, countless swimming pools. The whole thing's oceanfront. We were there 5 days and we only saw half the property. This thing's massive. The place is immaculate. It's a 5-star resort. We were there for a total price of $149 for my wife and $149 for me. So for 2 people, $149 each. And you could go to the Brazilian steakhouse. You could go to the regular steakhouse. You could go to the Italian restaurant, the French restaurant. You could go to the Thai place, the Japanese steakhouse. You could go to the Mexican restaurant. You could go to one of the 3 buffets. You could go to the steakhouse and say, yeah, I'll take 4 ribeyes, 2 pork chops, 3 fillets, 2 of those baked potatoes. It's all inclusive, right? All of the food, everything. And it was only $149 each to be there all 5 days. I can't take my wife out tonight to dinner and a movie for $149, right? And so again, incredible. And by the way, if you tell 3 other people about our membership, you tell 3 other people how to legitimately save big time money on travel, your membership is free. Therefore, you don't have to pay on a monthly basis. You're getting your points at no cost to you. And you could trade those points in for incredible trips. But when I talk about saving money and booking at the travel agent rate, obviously I talked to you guys because you were in San Diego. You guys were bragging about the trip and how incredible it was. And this is amazing. We don't want to go. We want to stay, right? And then, of course, today I had that conversation with you and you were telling me about your buddy or someone you guys work with that went to the same place you guys are at. And there was just kind of, you guys got to do the comparison of what he paid versus what you paid. And it was just such an incredible story. I want you guys to come on here tonight. So when I talk about booking at the travel agent rate, give them the real world. Jeff and Heather, by the way, they drive truck for a living. That's what they do. They both drive truck for a living. So they're over the road truckers. Thank you for your service, right? Without truckers, we wouldn't have our stores full and our grocery stores full and all that kind of stuff. But you guys are just everyday real people. And so kind of share with them your trip and the price comparison between you and your friend.
Before you speak, babe, I think Todd's rubbing Cancun in just a little bit too much. Just saying. No, but our friend is actually watching through the Facebook right now too.
Okay.
So he will hear everything we say. Remember that, babe. He runs our trucks. Be nice.
Who's your friend?
Chris.
So hey, Chris.
I'll let him start. I'll let Jeff do, and then whatever he misses, I'll pick up.
All right. Well, I think Todd likes to rub in that Cancun because for those of you that know, only 2 people know we had issues getting passports last minute. So we were supposed to be down in Cancun and it fell through. And I looked at my wife and I was like, you know what? We're not going to sit around and mope over this. Let's go do something. So we transferred our flight credits, went to San Diego we were there for 7 days.
8
days. And we stayed with family the first 2 nights, and then we had a hotel for the last 5 nights. Traded in our points. We only paid out of pocket for 1 night, and that was the add-on for the hotel. And the savings that Todd's talking about is the same Hyatt Regency that my friend was staying at, 4-star hotel in our back office. Or my friend Chris, they were paying $450 a night. And it's a family with him, his wife, and 3 kids. $450 a night. Our back office had it for $223. Our rental car.
So $200 per night cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and our rental car that we got in the back office for $30 a day for the
With insurance.
with insurance. Yeah, we had it for 6 days. Was less than $200 when you add it all up. I asked him what they paid for their rental car, $1,100.
So he paid $900 more for the rental car and $200 more per night for the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And so, guys, we talk about going out there and finding 3 people and helping them legitimately save big time money on travel. This is what we're talking about. Saving $900 on the rental car, saving $200 a night on the hotel. And by the way, that doesn't even include that they're earning points and then going on all these incredible vacations, right? I haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. I mean, this is just, this is like the appetizer. We haven't even gotten to the main course, right? Just on that alone. If you can find 3 people, well, then your membership is free. And understand that your membership comes with 250 points per month. Well, what does that mean? Well, my wife and I, we were in a place called Garza Blanca. It's a 5-star resort in Cabo, Mexico. I've got a video. If you've not seen that, I'm happy to send it to you. It's all over the Dream Trips page. And so I won't bore you with the video right now. It's a 1-minute long video. I should actually pull it up. Pictures worth 1,000 words, right? And so I walk in, you can see the marble floor, this resort. It's a 5-star resort. They built it just 5 years ago. So the place is brand new. It's immaculate. The door handles are shiny. All the paint is fresh. And so you see the marble floor, got this incredible room. And then you see the balcony. You can see the hammock on the balcony. My wife's out there. I think she's drinking champagne. And so I go out to the balcony. You see, wow, we are oceanfront. I mean, the water is as blue can be. You can see it because I'm filming the whole thing. And we traded in 1,300 points and went for nothing. $0.00. 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. Nada, goose egg. Translates in every language. And so we earned 250 points per month. What do those points cost us? Nothing. My wife and I have never, ever paid this company a monthly fee in our entire lives because we told 3 people how to save big time money on travel. We get our points for free every single month and we traded in those points, right? So 250 points we're earning per month, traded in those points for Garza Blanca. It was 1,300 points. So if you take 1,300 points divided by 250 points, I did that wrong. 1,300 divided by 250 points. I had 5 months worth of points, right? That I traded in. Now, by the way, my wife and I each have an account. So I have an account. My wife has an account. My wife told 3 people how to legitimately save big time money in travel. She's earning her points for free every month. I have an account. I told 3 people I'm earning my points for free every month. Between the 2 of us, we're earning 500 points per month. It was only 1,300 points. So let's recalculate. 1,300 divided by 500 points a month that we're earning for free. We traded in 2.6 months worth of free points. Remember, they cost us nothing because we told 3 people. Cost us nothing. 2.6 months worth of points. And we went to this 5-star resort, 7 nights, 8 days. We traded in points and we went to Cancun for $299. We traded in points and went to Paris. We traded in points. We were in Rome. If you go to the world tour in Rome, it's at the Marriott, breakfast included. It's $149 to be in Rome for 5 days. We went to the Vatican. We went to the Coliseum, the real one, Jeff. We went to the Coliseum. He's a USC Trojan fan. They play at the Coliseum. We went to the Coliseum. We went to the Pantheon. It's a church that's 2,000 years old. It's the oldest church in Rome. We went to Montepulciano, where they have a church, by the way, that's 500 BC, 500 years before Christ. It was a temple back then, right? We went to this winery that was 600 years old. It's been in the family for 600 years. In fact, you're going to crack up, Jeff, because I had a birthday yesterday. So I'm in the winery that's 600 years old, and they got like some of the relics of how they made wine from way back when, right? And it's cool. I mean, this is how they did it 400 years ago. This is how they did it 500 years ago. This is how they did it 200 years ago. When you go into the basement, it looks like a dungeon. I mean, a real one. I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean, close the door, the bars, the key. It looks like a dungeon. But this is where they store the wine, and it naturally keeps it cool down there in the basement. Remember, they didn't have air conditioning way back when. And so anyway, then they talk about, hey, over on the wall, we've got this ancient wine. And so, cool, ancient wine from the 1600s, wine from the 1500s, wine from the 1800s. The oldest bottle they had on the wall, Jeff, was 1970, the year I was born. I'm like, ancient wine. I did not know until that moment that I am now ancient. Okay. I am now ancient, but 149. I can't take my wife to a movie and dinner for 149, but I can take her to Rome for 5 days. And again, it's a trip that people will never, ever, ever forget. So again, guys, this is kind of the heart of our program, how it works. Jeff and Heather, you guys, by the way, have a massive team. I mean, you guys drive all the time on the road, right? You work a lot of hours. You guys work hard. Most of the time, we've had you on these Zooms before, but I mean, Jeff, you're literally driving down the road, got your headset on, eyes on the road, right? But we can see you driving. I can see the stuff going by. Typically, when you're on the Zoom, you're driving.
But he's doing it safely. Remember, don't let that deceive you.
That's correct. His eyes are on the road, right? 100% safe. And so he's driving down the road. Heather, I've seen you. You're pulled over at the truck stop, right? You guys are constantly driving. You're building the business in the flexible hours of your day, telling people, right? You've been here how many months now, Jeff?
Gosh, it'll be a year right about Thanksgiving.
Right about Thanksgiving. So you've been here now 10 months, almost 11.
And probably actively working it, maybe the last 4 months, 4.5.
And how many people are on your team this moment?
When we looked earlier, we're at 210, I believe.
So 210 people have joined the team below you guys, already, and so again, guys, this is our business. I mean, their business is going to keep getting bigger. That 210, we're going to come back next year and say, Jeff, last year you had 210 people on your team. What's it now? 2,785 people. I mean, so the team keeps getting bigger every single day. You had people join your team today, people you've never even met that joined your team today. It keeps getting bigger, right? And all we're doing, guys, is showing people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do, how to travel for less, how they can earn travel for free. Remember, you're not just getting free travel, you're earning it. When you go tell 3 people, you're legitimately doing the work. You're telling people about our membership. We're going to reward you by paying you. And so we're actually paying you $127 per month for telling 3 people. And of course, obviously that 127 covers the membership, which is only 125. And so when you tell 3 people, you've earned the membership, and the membership gives you 3 vacations every year, like I'm describing this very moment. Whether you want to go to Rome, by the way, we went to Madrid, Spain. We went to the Canary Islands. We've been to Cabo. We've been to Cancun. We're going to Hawaii in November. I mean, again, we were just trading in the points that we're earning for nothing and going out and having magical experiences. My wife was able to quit her job. So now we can do what we want, when we want, with whom we want, anytime we want. And we want to put as many of you that so desire in that exact same situation. So Jeff, Heather, thank you for coming on, sharing your story. Glad you guys had so much fun in San Diego. We did miss you in Cancun, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. And with that, I'm going to take you guys through the slideshow. Hold on real quick. I'm going to put that back up on the screen. So I've already told you a lot about the company, so I'm going to do these slides pretty quick. One of the first things I want to cover is the fact that we are not new. This company is now in its 10th year in business. We are headquartered in Temecula, California. That is a picture of our home office. By the way, we also have a corporate presence in Colombia, and we now have a corporate presence in Madrid, Spain. And so we now have 3 different locations around the world. We have customer service in multiple languages. Our company itself, by the way, again, has paid out millions and millions of dollars in commissions all over the globe. Our CEO and founder was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. And so again, we've obviously got incredible management, incredible company, well-established in its 10th year. But the truth is we're just getting started. Because when I talked about the secret sauce that makes our company tick is the fact that we can show moms and dads. And by the way, more importantly, we're showing moms how they can take their family on incredible vacations without tapping into the current family budget. And when you can show mom how to do that, that gets their attention. In fact, we've had countless moms hold on, wait a minute. You're telling me I can join this program, save huge on travel. And if I tell 3 other people how they can also save big time money on travel, my family gets free vacations. That's correct. Mom says, be right back. Be right back. I mean, that's what's driving the whole thing. That's the secret sauce. That's the thing that nobody has ever thought to do before, is allow people to just earn their travel for nothing. And so that's what we're doing. That's what's creating that excitement. So you can travel for pennies, you can travel for free, and then of course you can earn money right from your mobile phone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, showing other people how to do the exact same thing. And understand that travel is the single largest industry in the world for a reason, the one thing everybody wants to do. And we can show you how to save big time money and travel in all of the usual ways: activities, rental cars, cruises, resorts. Obviously, Jeff and them just gave the rental car example. We've got show tickets, NFL tickets, a million ways for you to save money. Movie tickets. This is just a quick comparison. I think that Jeff and Heather kind of already covered this. I mean, they were paying $200 less per night than their friend that's on the Zoom right this very moment. They got their rental car for $900 less. So you get the idea. We are significantly less than what other people are doing. And then we have our Dreamcation platform. This is where you're earning the points every single month. And of course, you can trade those points in for incredible trips. This is Cabo San Lucas. Again, my wife and I went to Cabo San Lucas, not to this particular resort, but this is another incredible resort also in the same place of Cabo. And you can go here just like we did for nothing. You just trade in your points, and you can go for 7 nights, 8 days for $0.00. And most of you will have earned enough points in about 5 months to go on a vacation like this for free. Now, we also have other trips around the world. Some of them cost $1 per night. If you want to go get a 1-bedroom, so you got a full kitchen, you've got a dining room, living room, flat screen fireplace. You got a flat screen TV and a fireplace, and then you've got a separate bedroom. Oftentimes, you have a jacuzzi tub in that bedroom, and that's the honeymoon suite. And so you can get a place like that for $1 per night. My friends Jill and Maria were just in Orlando a couple of weeks ago. They were there for 7 nights, 8 days. They had a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It would sleep 10 people, by the way, because one of the beds had twin beds, right? So, and then the couch pulled out too. You could sleep 10 people. It was 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. They had a huge kitchen, full-size kitchen, all the full-size Viking appliances, a huge refrigerator. They had a dining room. They had a big light over it, big round glass table. And then they had the living room, with the couches. They're all surrounded with the flat screen TV. They had the balcony. Their balcony was so big, you could play cornhole on the balcony. They overlooked the golf course. They had 10 swimming pools at this particular property. They had golf carts that would come pick you up and take you anywhere you want. They had a water park at the property. And they were there for 7 nights, 8 days, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom for $249. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we have all over the world, guys. And so whether you want to go to Menorca, Spain, this is an all-inclusive, $39 a day. I mean, this is for 2 people. I mean, if you break that down, it's $18 a day, or I guess it actually be like 20, $19.50 a day. So $19.50 per day, less money than the cost of a Motel 6. This is all of the food, all of the drinks, alcohol or otherwise. Everything is included. Oceanfront room, and $19 a day per person. Cartagena, Colombia. I talked to my buddy Thomas Flowers earlier today. He went there for his birthday. Unbelievable trip. You could go to Rome. We did this trip, right? At the Marriott. Breakfast included. We went to the Colosseum. We went to the Pantheon. We went to the Vatican. And again, $149. Montego Bay, $59. You could go to Portugal, right? Here it's $249. Budapest, Tenerife. We went to the Canary Islands. We were here. This is the Canary Islands. These are the rugged volcanic isles off the northern coast of Africa. In fact, when you're in the Canary Islands, it is the same distance from the Canary Islands to Africa as it is from Florida to the Bahamas, 60 miles. That's it. In fact, at one point I saw a haze. I'm like, what is that? It looks like there's a haze. They go, it's the sand from the Sahara Desert. I'm like, the Sahara Desert? That's close? I'm like, about 60 miles. I'm like, wow. I had to pull out a map. I'm like, we were right there. I did not even know that. And so, but you go here, you're going to get breakfast and dinner included. You have a room with a balcony, ocean view. I can show you the picture from our ocean view room. It was unbelievable. $99 after you trade in your points. Phuket, Thailand for $1. Puerto Vallarta, Las Vegas, Nevada. We went on this trip to New Orleans. I didn't even mention that. I forgot we went to New Orleans this year. Malaga, Spain, Morocco, Cozumel, Dubai. We had a big team, my team out of Miami. They took 42 people to Dubai, had an amazing time. They were there for an entire 6 days for $129 total price. They were at the Grand Hyatt, 5-star property, waterfront, absolutely incredible. Punta Cana, I took my oldest daughter, my son-in-law, my 2 grandkids to Punta Cana last year. We had an oceanfront room. Each room had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, all of the food, all of the drinks, 24-hour room service, mini bar, and again, 38. This one's $19 a day per person. I mean, absolutely incredible. You can't afford to stay home for $19 a day. Here's Malta. We went to this one, Paris, France. Again, we're at the Hyatt, so 5-star property. Every room has a view of the Eiffel Tower or a view of the big church on the hill. So there are no bad views. I mean, every view is incredible. And to go to Paris, France, to go to the Louvre, to go to the Arc de Triomphe, to go see the big church on the hill. The church is out of this world. It's super old. It's an amazing cathedral. There's a line of people that goes all the way down. It's in the art district. They got all of these like shops and cafes and restaurants, and this whole area is right there. And you have all of the artists out there that are painting people's portraits. And these people are amazing. You see the portraits, you're like, wow, how much? $20 it out. I'll do it. I mean, you can get a portrait of you and your family in Paris, France, and it costs like nothing. And of course, obviously, people are drinking the coffees and drinking the wine and eating the grapes, and it's a whole incredible experience, right? To go there and do this. You can go see Notre Dame, which is still being refurbished at the moment, but 2 blocks from Notre Dame is Saint Chapelle. It's a church that was built in 1242. It was built to house the relics from the Passion of the Christ. In particular, the most famous relic they had there was the crown of thorns that Christ wore. But the entire chapel is made of stained glass windows. It goes from the floor to the ceiling. And anyone who's ever seen the place, and I've showed the video, people are like, how did they build stuff like this way back when? I mean, they don't build them this way anymore. You see the place, you're like, that is out of this world. You can go there for nothing. We were again in Paris for 5 days, breakfast included. And when I say breakfast, I mean, they had every kind of fruit, every kind of pastry. They had the waffles, they had the pancakes, they had the chia pudding, they had the cheeses, they had the little meats they put out, they had the omelets. The chef would make it up any way you want. They had all the coffee, the juices, the champagne, the mimosas, everything was included, right? And again, absolutely incredible for $379. Go to Athens, Greece. I mean, we have additional world tours coming. And all you have to do is say, you know what, man, I this sounds amazing. I want to do this thing. Well, it costs $49 to decide you want to be a partner. That gives you your replicated websites, your ID, the training, the company tracks everything. This is tax deductible, by the way. You're opening up a business, right, for $49. Well, then you select your membership. We have memberships that start at $99 down and $49 a month. We have memberships that are $179 down and $69 a month. I'm adding in the $49 automatically. And so it's actually $129 down, $69, but I'm adding in the $49 from the previous page, right? So I'm just kind of giving you the real math. So it's actually, by the time you do the $49 and the membership, it would either be $99 down and $49 a month, $179 down, $69 a month, or $299 down and $125 a month. You get to select your membership. All of them have a 3 and free. If you tell 3 people about the same level of membership you have, it's going to be taken out of your profits every month. It's not coming off your credit card. It's not coming out of your bank account. It's coming out of the money that you're earning from us every single month. So just go get 3, and you no longer have any payment to our company. And you're now enjoying travel like you can't imagine. Now, our number one seller in the United States is our Platinum. That's the $299 down, $125 a month. Again, this is 3 vacations per year. Tell 3 people about the membership. The membership's costing you nothing, but you're still getting the 3 vacations per year. That's what's causing our company to grow so fast. Well, as you can imagine, your 3 tell 3, their 3 tell 3, and we've begun the social sharing ripple effect. If you tell a few who tell a few who tell a few, like dropping a rock in a pond and you see the ripples that begin to spread out. Well, if you just ask yourself the question, how did Facebook get 2 billion users? Facebook, they've never once run a commercial on television. They've never once run a commercial on the radio. They've never once run an ad in a magazine saying, hey, you got to join Facebook. That's never happened. How did they get 2 billion users? Because you invited your friends, they invited their friends, they invited their friends. That's how well this stuff works. It's the whole network effect. The difference is that although Mark Zuckerberg became one of the top 10 richest men in the world, made billions and billions and billions. Why? Because we brought all the people. We brought 2 billion people. He didn't bring anybody. He told a few who told, he told a few who told a few, but it was the ripple effect that brought the 2 billion people, not him. So we brought the customers. He got wealthy. And how much of that money did he share with you? None. And I hope at some level that ticks you off. I did the work and I got none of it. Here we share the wealth. If you tell a few who tell a few, and they join our membership to book on travel, we obviously reward you through our compensation structure. And by the way, the number one thing shared on social media is travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump, right? I mean, my team in Spain who came out to our event in Cancun, and we had a big team that came, they were at the airport taking pictures. They were on the plane taking pictures. When they got in Cancun, here's the guy taking us to the hotel. They took a picture with the limo driver. I mean, nobody goes on vacation without taking 10,000 pictures. Number one thing shared on social media. And so you just start sharing the trip. I was in Cancun for $299. Trust me, that's going to get people to ask questions. When you get 3 people signed up, you're enjoying the membership. Obviously, you tell 3 who tell 3 who tell 3. And as your team gets bigger, so will the income. So this is the compensation structure to give you a feel for it, that when you get 8 people on your left leg and 8 people on your right leg, we're a binary. You're only going to build 2 legs. You can only have 1 person frontline to you on the left and 1 person frontline to you on the right. Everyone else is going to go below one of those first 2 people. So if I bring Heather on, and she's the first person that I bring into the business, I got Heather on my left. And if I were to bring Angel Lewis in on the other side, right? I'm a smart guy. I went and got the women, right? I got Heather on the left. I got Angel on the right. And so if I got Heather on the left, Angel on the right, anything else I ever do from here on out forevermore has to go below Heather or Angel. If I bring in my buddy Dean, I put Dean down below Heather. If I bring in my buddy Damon, Damon's going to go down below Angel. I bring in Gary. Gary's going to go down below Damon. I'm going to build 2 lines straight down. This does not hurt me. It helps them tremendously, but it does not hurt me in any way, shape, or form. Now, when I get the team to where it's 8 on the left, 8 on the right, that does not have to be my 8 people. I might only tell 4 people. That's it. I told 4 people, no more. But my 4 people told a couple people each. So now I've got a total of 8 on the left, 8 on the right. The company's going to pay me minimum $400 per month, and that could be as much as $700 per month. So I'm going to make $5,000 to $8,000, all because I told 4 people every year. Now, how many of you work a regular job? And if you went to work tomorrow and your boss is coming to my office and you go into the office, he says, you've been doing a good job. You've been here working hard. I'm going to give you a raise. I'm going to give you an extra $5,000 to $8,000 a year. Which of you would not call your spouse and say, honey, we just got a $5,000 to $8,000 pay raise. We're going out to dinner tonight. We're going to go to the movies or do something. You will be doing backflips. You can snap your fingers and give yourself a $5,000 to $8,000 pay raise anytime you wish. But guess what? You're not just getting a $5,000 to $8,000 pay raise. You're also getting 3 vacations per year that cost you nothing. You're going to create memories that you'll never forget. You're going to meet friends around the world. And also you're opening up a home-based business, which means you get to write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, internet, cell phones, everything. You can get together with your own tax professionals about this subject, but you can Google it, home business tax advantages. You can go to Barnes and Nobles. You can go to Audible. You can call your tax pro. You can go to a Tony Robbins seminar, and you're going to have a guy in front of the room and saying, are you a moron? That's not me saying that. I'm talking about the guy at the Tony Robbins seminar. He's going to say, are you a moron? You need a home-based business. Otherwise, you're going to pay too much in taxes. And so, you can choose how you want to get that information, but you're going to have lots of highly, highly skilled, intelligent people telling you the exact same thing. If you have a home-based business, that is going to save you $300 to $500 per month in taxes. That's going to save you $4,000 to $6,000 per year in taxes. So if I'm making an extra $400 to $700 a month, I make an extra $5,000 to $8,000, but I also have 3 vacations And I'm also saving huge thousands in taxes. Do the math on that. That's a transfer. That is a 100% turnaround. It's like, wow, I'm not just making the 5 to 8 grand over here. I'm also saving 3 to 6,000 over here. And I got 3 vacations per year. The quality of my life has just gone through the roof. Those trips cost me virtually nothing. And it's all because I told 4 people who told a couple people each. And just like that. Now, let's assume that you're 8 on the left, 8 on the right. They tell a couple of people each. Well, now you got 25 on the left, 25 on the right. That means your minimum income is going to be $1,500 per month. Now, many of our people are earning over $2,000 per month. So you're somewhere between $18,000 and $24,000 per year. Now, there are not many dreams you cannot finance for an extra an extra 18 to 24,000 per year. So if you had an extra $2,000 a month, what kind of car could you drive? I mean, take your current car payment, whatever you pay for your car, and then add in $2,000 per month. Go down to the dealership and say, I have, and I'm going to guess your car payment, say your current car payment's $480 a month. I have $2,480 a month budget for a car. Well, number one, the owner of the dealership is going to come out and say, hey, welcome to our dealership. Let me take you to a better office. Let's take you to a private office, right? Hey, welcome. Could you get this guy some coffee? You bring out the champagne. You bring over some of that pie. Are you hungry? Okay, hold on. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get wined and dined when you say that you have a budget of $2,480 to spend on a car. And they're going to start showing you, by the way, the Lamborghini. They're going to start showing you the Bugatti. I mean, you can lease a Lamborghini for a couple of grand a month. Now, you might be pulling the Lamborghini up to your apartment, but you got a Lamborghini. So what kind of dreams can you finance with an extra $2,000 per month? What kind of home could you buy? If we took your current mortgage payment or rent payment and we add it to $2,000, you have an extra $2,000 to spend every month. What kind of home could you buy? What kind of home improvement could you do with an extra $24,000 a year? Could you build a swimming pool? Could you add an addition? Could you send the kids to private school, get them lessons? Could you pay off debt? Imagine instead of making the minimum payment on your credit card, imagine you started making an extra minimum payment plus $2,000. You're like, oh my gosh, I just paid my credit cards off. How cool is that? Because you told 4 people who told a couple of people how to save big time money on travel. You heard Heather, you heard Jeff. I mean, you're hearing some of my stories. You can go to our Dream Trips page. By the way, you have to be invited to the page. You can't find it. So someone on here can invite you to the page. You have to have an invitation. It's an invisible page because it's private. It's invisible unless you're invited. So if you're invited to the page, you can go here and you can get an invite. And so we'll send you an invite, get you on the page, and you can see all of the trips that people are taking from all over the world. Everybody telling you the exact same story. Oh my gosh, I'm booking at the travel agent rate. I'm saving all this money. I'm earning these points every month. I turned the points in, went on the vacation for nothing. Oh, by the way, I got my 3, so I'm getting my points for nothing. I've told 3 who told 3. Now I'm earning money every month. I mean, everybody's telling the same story. And once you start to kind of like, wow, this is true. I mean, you can validate the company. I mean, we're licensed all throughout Europe as an actual travel agency. We're licensed in California as a travel agency. We're in our 10th year. And so you can validate everything I'm talking about. You can validate, are the tax savings real? You can validate, are the travel savings real? You can validate, are people in fact making money? You don't have to take my word for that. You can go validate that information. There's lots of places you can go. Whoever invited you here tonight can get you in touch with the information so you can do the due diligence. But I'm telling you, this is something that can change your life. And there's not that many things out there that come along where you've got the stability of a 10-year-old company, where you've got a product that's as sexy as travel, right? You don't have to sell somebody the beach. You don't have to sell somebody the Eiffel Tower. I don't have to sell somebody, going to Cabo, right? San Lucas. They already want to go to Cabo. I don't have to sell Cabo. I have to show them how they can actually go for almost nothing. I'm just showing them how to go for less. Here, you want to go to Cabo? Here, let me show you how to go for less. Oh, you want to go to Thailand? Here's how to go for less. Oh, you want to go to Bali? Here's how to go for less. And so that's all we're doing. Showing people how to do what they already want to do, but how to do it at a price they never knew was possible. How they can earn their travel by just telling 3 people. And so again, it's an incredible company. As your team gets bigger, so does the check. The comp plan will take you, by the way, all the way up to $3,200 a day, over $96,000 a month. If you add in all the other bonuses, we're talking $1.5 million per year per account. Remember, my wife's got an account. I have an account. She can make 1.5. I can make 1.5. Combine that together, we can make $3 million right? I mean, not that you're going to make that kind of money or that I'm not trying to make an income claim here. I'm just saying that that is what is possible, from participating in our type of a structure here. Now, once you become an ambassador in our company, and we've had people do that. In fact, I got a lady in my team right now. In fact, I'll give her a shout out. Hi, Tatiana. So Tatiana, she was born in the Ukraine. Her second language is English. That's not her first language. That's her second language. And so Tatiana came on board and she just started kind of sharing it with people. She went 3-star director in 3 months. So she's roughly $3,500 a month right now after 3 months. She's got people on her team like Julia. Julia's been here 2 months. She's a 2-star director. Julia's got people on her team like Yana. Yana's been here 1 month. She's a 1-star director. So again, this isn't like it takes forever to do this stuff. I mean, people are doing it 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Tatiana will in fact be an ambassador. She's going 4-star director this month. That's going to take her income over $5,000 a month. She'll be an ambassador in her 6th or 7th month. And when you become an ambassador, you're now making $100,000 per year plus. And so again, not everyone's going to make it there in 6 months. Some of you, it might take you 6 years. Some of you may never get there, right? I mean, I don't know you. I don't know your work ethic. What I do know is that people want to travel for less. Okay. What I do know is that people want to travel for free. What I do know is there's a lot of people want to make money from home. And all you got to do is go out and find them. And if you find them, amazing things can happen. Okay. Now, when you become an ambassador in our company, it only takes 188 in your left leg, 188 in your right leg, a team of less than 400 people. You get some additional perks. One of those is they take you shopping at Louis Vuitton. Now, we were in Paris a month ago, and that is the busiest Louis Vuitton in the world. It is a 4-story tall Louis Vuitton. There is a line that goes all the way down the block. It takes an 1.5 to 2 hour wait to get inside this Louis Vuitton. We pull up in a big old limo bus, okay? Half of the staff is outside waiting for us, okay? And so the wife of our CEO and founder walks up, Miss Adela Hart, and the staff begins to twirl her round and round. They start hugging everybody, and all of our ambassadors, and I can't remember, I think we had 14 or 15 with us. All of our ambassadors walk through the front door like they own the place. The people in line were like, who are these people? And they start taking pictures, wondering, are these people famous? Are they in movies? I mean, who are these people? They're just walking through the front door and the staff's waiting for them. And so it's crazy that people start taking pictures of us. Well, they take us up to the fourth floor, and we had 2 huge rooms up there. They've got champagne, they've got cappuccinos, they've got macaroons. Each lady was given her own shopping attendant. So each lady had a special shopping attendant who would take them through the store, and they got to go shopping on the company credit card, right? Who do you think wants to do that? We're giving people experiences that maybe they would never have otherwise. And that's another part of what I've not described yet today, because I have described how you can travel for less. I've described how you can travel for free. What I have not described is how you can travel better. And by that, I remember it was 2 years ago, we went to the Wynn, or we went to Las Vegas. And when we were in Las Vegas, we stayed at the Wynn. Now, I'd never been to the Wynn before. You know why? Because the rooms cost $600 a night, right? I'm one of these people like, whoa, 600? No, come on, honey. We're going to go over to Harris. They got rooms for $100 a night, right? So I'm one of those people. I'm not paying $600 a night for a room. What's wrong with you? And so how many moms and dads around the world, they go to, I mean, we all know that millions go to Vegas every month, but most of them don't stay at the Wynn. Why? Because the room's $600 a night. Now, it's one of the nicest rooms in the world, but they're not going to pay $600 a night. They're going to go stay over at some place that's more affordable. But with us, you trade in your points and you got to go there for $66 per night. So I stayed at the Wynn. I didn't pay $600 a night. I paid $66 per night. By the way, we had the panoramic room view. Now, those are the rooms above the 28th floor. Takes a special key, special elevator just to get up there. Our room was on the 40th floor. We walk into our room, magnificent entryway. We push one button. I only hit one button. One button, not only do the lights come on, but the shears and the drapes rip open. Like it's the opening night of some kind of opera house production. You have windows that go from the floor all the way to the ceiling. Out those windows, you have the entire Las Vegas Strip. All of the lights, the hustle, the bustle right beneath your feet. You can see the mountains that surround all of Las Vegas. It is absolutely breathtaking. We have this huge room. We had a table with 2 chairs. By the way, we hardly left the room. We just kept ordering room service. Like, yeah, can you bring up some more of that Mongolian beef? And I mean, the view was so incredible. I don't need to go anywhere else. I mean, this is unbelievable. We did go down and meet with a bunch of other people a couple of times, but predominantly we hung out in the room and had a blast. Again, you're not just helping people travel for less. You're not just helping people travel for free, but you're also giving people experiences they would never otherwise have. Going to the 5-star resort, going shopping at Louis Vuitton, walking in like you own the place, half the staff outside waiting on you, right? I mean, everyone else is waiting in line for 2 hours, just hoping to get into the place. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. We got the staff waiting on us, right? I mean, again, how cool is that? By the way, you get to go on vacation every single year when you're an ambassador. They pay for the airfare. They pay for the 5-star accommodations. They pay for the excursions. They pay for the food. This year, the trip is in Dubai. Again, unbelievable. And you get to go every single year. This is not a one-time trip. Every single year, you get to go on this trip. And by the way, I was about to leak some information. I'm not going to go there. The company's got something else really cool with the ambassador trip they're thinking about. They've been flirting with it for a long time. In fact, I'm going to leak it. I'm the best leak in the business. They're looking to possibly start buying properties around the world where you actually have a house on the beach and you and your family can go use the house. That's not official. It's not been done, but they keep looking at that. They keep playing with that idea. What if we owned an ocean home in Cabo? And if you're an ambassador, you can fly and use the home. You and your family can stay in an oceanfront home like it's your home, oceanfront. Now, how cool is that? Just something they're playing with. It's not official. They haven't done it. But yesterday, because it was my birthday, we went to lunch with the CEO and founder of the company. We had that conversation at lunch. They were looking at it and playing with it, and they've been playing with it. So who knows what the future holds? But I'm telling you, the company's doing cool things. You can override the company every single month. By the way, when you become a 3-star ambassador, they start handing out $8,000 watches. This is the James Bond watch, the Omega 3. There's a men's version and a ladies version. I was looking for mine, but it's in my backpack. So for my Cancun trip, it's in my backpack. And so anyway, unbelievable watch. It's almost weird wearing it sometimes. I'm wearing a watch that's $8,000. Imagine walking around $8,000 in your hand. I got $8,000 on my wrist, not this watch, that watch, right? I got an $8,000 watch on my wrist. They just give it to you, right? They just give it to you. Now, these are just some of the most recent 6-figure earners in our company. Now, all of these ladies, these are the most recent ones. We got lots of men too. There's me, there's Danny, there's Ryan, there's Daryl, there's Jose Luis, there's Camilo. Who am I forgetting as far as men go? I know I'm forgetting somebody. But anyway, we have men that are succeeding in the company as well, but we are female dominated. These are our most recent 6-figure earners. By the way, I don't have Ryan up here because Ryan just hit it. There's a few ambassadors that are not pictured here. I did this slide like 3 months ago. We've had several go since then. But again, every one of these ladies started part-time. None of them had any prior experience in doing this. They all built from their mobile phone during the pandemic, everyone earning 6 figures. Some are earning multiple 6 figures, and some will soon be earning 7 figures. Why? Simply because they made a decision. And that decision is that a better life requires a better way. And it's true. I mean, you are not going to get ahead with a JOB. Now, I'm not against a JOB, right? I mean, a JOB is a wonderful way to put some food on the table. It's a wonderful way to put some gas in the car. You got responsibilities. You got kids. I mean, I get it. You got to go to work. But a job is a job. You're on the treadmill. You wake up in the morning, you're running just as hard as you can, trying to stay ahead of the bill collectors, right? And you will be doing that till the day you die, unless you figure out a way to make money while you sleep. Now, in case of you think that was clever, I didn't say that. You know who said that? Warren Buffett said that. If you don't know who Warren Buffett is, he happens to be one of the 5th richest men in the world. I'm going to pull up the quote for you here. Sometimes seeing's believing, right? So Warren Buffett happens to be one of the 5 richest men in the world. He's worth almost $100 billion. And one of his, of course, he does this annual investor meeting, things like that. He's always giving tips of advice, financial advice to people how to get ahead, succeed. Hold on, pull up the quote. So here we go. Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. Again, that's not me saying that. That is one of the 5th richest men. Get a degree, get a job, and that is a recipe to be on the treadmill and be broke. I mean, everyone knows that JOB means just over broke. That's what it means. They pay you just enough to keep you from quitting. Therefore, you work just hard enough to keep from being fired. There's no prosperity in that equation. You will soon learn that profits are better than wages. Place where you start. It is not the place where you want to finish, right? It's where you start, not where you want to finish. And so, yes, you have to have a job, but what can I do in the flexible hours of my day? You know, I got 20 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch, maybe 40 minutes when I come home at night, right? That's what I got. I mean, what else can you do where I got 10 minutes in the morning, a little bit of lunch, and tell me what else can you do in the flexible hours of your day, part-time, something that you started for a couple $100, where you can, tell a few who tell a few, and it can begin to grow. It takes time, but it begins to grow, and then your income begins to grow, and then eventually you get to buy your life back. And understand that it's not money that makes money. I mean, when people say, well, the rich get richer because they got money, right? It takes money to make money. By the way, it takes time to make money. It doesn't take money to make money. It takes time to make money. Time is more valuable than money. You can make $1 million, then lose $1 million, and then make the $1 million back. But if you lose the decade, you can't get the decade back. The time is gone. Time is more valuable than money. And how do I buy my life back? By replacing my job. And to replace the income at your job, the average income in the United States per household is around $60-something thousand. Now, I understand if you're in the upper Northeast, or if you are in New York, or if you're in California, obviously we have much higher incomes, much more, but we also have a higher, houses cost a fortune, gas costs a fortune, right? So yes, we have more money coming in, but we also have more expenses. But the average household income is $65,000 in the United States. Well, again, Tatiana's been here 3 months. She's at $3,500. Next month she'll be $5,000 a month. I mean, she's making more than the average American worker in 4 months with us. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do it in 4 months. What if it takes you 40 months? I mean, if it took you the next 3 years to get there, I mean, it's taken your whole life to get where you're at now. I mean, so next 3 years, hey, I just replaced my income at my job, my life-sucking job. And so now I have money coming in, the same money's coming in, but I have all my time. I have all my time. And now that I have all my time, I can go out and work on my business and I'll double my income. Or I maybe go start some different business. Or maybe I'm going to spend time with my kids and travel. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to do the things I really want to do in life. So the number one goal for anybody is to say, how do I graduate from being over here where I have a job to being over here where I have a source of income that's not dependent upon my day-to-day activity? So there's nothing wrong with a job. It's the place you start. It's not the place you want to finish. You have to graduate. And that's the thing they're not teaching at school. That's the stuff. If you go to the seminars, if you go to the different financial, symposiums, if you read the books on money and wealth, if you study, hey, who makes money in this country? I mean, who is making the money? And if you start studying that kind of stuff, you realize, wow, I have to get some kind of a business going. Well, by the way, a McDonald's costs $2 million. A Subway costs $300,000. But wait, if you bought a Subway, they cost $300,000. They are open early in the morning until late at night. So you don't own a Subway. This thing owns you. You may not realize this, but the teenagers don't always show up for their shift. Okay. If you're $300,000 in debt to Subway, it's going to take you 5 to 10 years to pay this thing off. You're not going to Cancun hanging out with me. You're not going to Europe for 3.5 weeks like I just did. You're not going to Las Vegas next week to screw off. You're not going to see your nephew then the week after that in North Dakota, watch him play football and drink beer with my brother-in-law, Pete, right? You're not doing any of those things. You ain't going anywhere. This thing owns you. 5 to 10 years to pay the thing off. Put up $300,000 to get it. And if you are one of the successful ones, you will make $40,000 per year. You're still broke, right? It takes $2 million for McDonald's. There's nothing else out there that compares to what we have. We're not perfect. It's not the perfect business, but compared to everything else, it's a better way. It's a chance for you to get involved. You get all the tax write-offs. You get unbelievable vacations and trips. You're going to meet amazing people. You're going to share it with a few who share it with a few. Then you're going to have some free vacations. Then you can begin to earn some income. And if you do that enough times, you can buy your life back. That is the invitation we extend to you. I appreciate all of you being here. Sorry, we started a little bit late today. I can't believe how long I went. I normally do this presentation about 15 minutes. And here we are almost 7 o'clock. But I hope you got some value out of it. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Saturday with our training call. We told you why you want to do the business, but we've yet to tell you how to do the business. Come back on Saturday. We'll teach you how simple it can be to go out and share what it is we do, how you can make some money. Again, that's Saturday. It's free to everybody. And so there's no cost to get trained, no cost to come to the trains. We do them every single Saturday. And so come back on Saturday. Until then, have a great evening and God bless. Goodbye, everybody.